Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. My name is Jason and the channel is the Everyday Card Collector. So in today's video, I'm going to show some cards that I picked up, two of which have been on the channel. I just did a recent video with my buddy Aaron at Value Vintage Cards where we talk about or do a deep dive on sets and a particular player. So two of those cards were on that video, but I never really showed them on the actual channel as far as like showing them as official cards. Kind of just showed them very quickly on that video. So I was going to show those again. And then a couple random pickups that I made. So I know there's a lot of talk in the hobby right now about people sizing down their collection and potentially selling out of cards to get into bigger cards and focusing more on a smaller, refined collection of maybe some larger cards as far as value goes. I think this video, which I called Random Card Pickups, is simply going to show that I am not going that route. I am the 100% opposite of that. I don't sell cards, and I shouldn't say 100% don't sell cards. I've sold, I think, 3 or 4 to get into other cards. But for the most part, I don't sell cards, and I have no intention of sizing down my collection. I'm loving what I'm picking up, even if it's a small item or an inexpensive item, which we'll talk about in this video because most of them are. But I have no intention of sizing down the collection. I'm a broad collector. I collect a lot of different things, and I think for the most part, this video is going to show that. You're going to see a variety of cards here. Not a ton. I think I'm showing like 6 or 7 cards, but the variety is just, it's proof in the pudding of how I collect. I like collecting a little bit of everything. And we'll talk prices. I'll talk budget. And show you what I picked up and how much it cost. But I wanted to get this out there because they're new cards to my collection. I figured I'd show them and add them to the collection and then talk about budget and how I collect a little bit in the same manner. So we'll get the camera turned around and take a peek at what I picked up. So let's get into it. All right, guys, so as I mentioned, this is total randomness, if you will. Picked up some stuff over the weekend and wanted to share that on the channel, as well as share 2 cards that were already on the channel, but briefly. So if you didn't get a chance, my last video, Aaron and I are running a series. We're doing a deep dive on a set and on a particular player. And this particular video was the deep dive on the Goudey Wide Pens. So I went ahead and showed these 2 cards in that video, but never really showed them officially on the channel besides that. And we kind of ran through stuff quickly. So I figured I'd show those again. So recently, this was a couple weeks ago, picked up the Bill Dickey Goudey Wide Pen, and I absolutely love that image, catcher image. So this is a type 1. Again, if you didn't get a chance to see that video, please check it out. If you're interested in the Goudey Wide Pens, we did a deep dive on them. And then also the player was Luke Appling, one of my favorite players to collect on Aaron's, a White Sox legend, so we're both Sox fans. But yeah, Goudey Wide Pen, this is a type 1, this is a blank back. Again, in the video that we did, I shared, I believe I spent $32 on that guy. So again, budget buys in my opinion. And then the next one was Goose Goslin, which I did not have in the collection at all, playing days, so now I have one. And this one was $15, I believe. Yeah, $15. You can see it on the sticker right there, actually. So I picked these 2 up to add to my Goudey Wide Pen set collecting. I'm not necessarily collecting sets to complete them. I just want to have a variety of sets and a variety of Hall of Famers. And again, that's an affordable set. Those 2 cards came in at, right around $50. Pre-war Hall of Famers. So I thought that was phenomenal. But I wanted to show those again just to kind of talk about them. And again, if you didn't see the video, please check it out. It's the last video I made. We go into a deep dive on this particular set. So if it interests you and you have a little bit of interest in collecting this set, maybe that'll help explain some of the variations in the types within the set. Because there are 5 types within the Goudey Wide Pens. So over the weekend, I went to a kind of a flea market that comes around once a month. Went with my wife. She likes to go. It's getting towards Christmas, so they're putting a lot of Christmas stuff out, and we're getting ready for the holidays. So I figured I'd go. I know that there are a few guys there with baseball cards, and there's getting to be quite a few more. in comparison to the size of the flea market, if you will. There's not a ton, but you know, it's enough to keep me busy. So what I'm going to show you, the total for these cards was $6, and I'm showing 6 cards here. So I'll show the 2 expensive ones first, but just to kind of show you a perfect example of how I don't narrow down my collection, and I collect a little bit of everything. This is kind of proof in the pudding. So you're looking at on screen 2 pre-war Hall of Famers, and then we'll get into these cards here. So the first card that I grabbed, this was $2.50. Kari Stremski Kellogg's 1980. And I've talked about the Kellogg's in the past on the channel. I absolutely love these things. This was, again, $2.50. In really good shape for a Kellogg's. A lot of times you'll see them, they've got cracking in them, and this one is clean as clean could be. So I went ahead and picked that up. And along with that, and this was from the same dealer, these 2 cards, I picked up a 1994 Topps Finest Ryne Sandberg. And I believe this is what's considered a finest moment. So I'm not really hip, or I shouldn't say hip. I don't have a ton of knowledge on the Topps Finest set. I thought 94 was the first year the Topps Finest came out. But don't quote me on that. I could be wrong. But again, beautiful card. Ryne Sandberg recently passed away, a legend and very important in my area, in the Chicagoland area. And I just thought it was a great card, again, for $2.50. So those 2 cards I just showed were $5. And the next 4 cards I'm going to show were $1 total. So, you know, variety on a budget, definitely. First card I'll show, I already have it. It's the 1989 Craig Biggio Topps rookie card. I already have it, but mine, I do know, has like a stain on it. It almost looks like it was like bleached or something in the middle of his jersey. And I've had it since I was a kid. So I was able to upgrade it, and I typically don't upgrade cards, but when I'm upgrading a card for 25 cents, because that's what this cost, I went ahead and spent the quarter and upgraded my Biggio rookie card. So very cool. You know, the heart of the junk wax era, or mass-produced era, if you will, but still awesome cards to collect. And again, a rookie card of a Hall of Famer for 25 cents. So you can't go wrong there. This card, as I was digging through this dealer's cards, I just found this one, and it just appealed to me. I do have quite a few cards of the old-time players or the pre-war players in modern cards, and this is an Upper Deck Mickey Cochran. I don't even know when it was made. It just appealed to me because it's Mickey Cochran. I do not have any plain days Mickey Cochran, and I'm going to change that in the near future here. But when I saw this, I figured for 25 cents, I'd go ahead and grab it. So, beautiful card. You know, for those who don't know, Mickey Mantle was named after Mickey Cochran, Gordon Mickey Cochran. That was Mickey Mantle's dad's favorite player. So, catcher, prominently known for playing with Detroit, but just a great image and a great card. So I went ahead and grabbed that. These next 2 cards were kind of nostalgic pickups for me, based on the players and, you know, when they came up. So my first card is a Topps Chrome rookie card of Steven Strasburg. If I'm not mistaken, I believe he just recently retired. But I do recall when he was coming up, he was a smoking hot prospect, and he was going to be the next greatest pitcher of all time. And I think due to a lot of injury, that didn't work out too well for him. But nevertheless, a very prominent career. Played for a while. Again, injury-ridden, but played for a while. And I saw this, and I figured, I'm going to pick this up because I know I don't have the Steven Strasburg rookie card. So for a quarter, I figured I'd go ahead and grab that. And that's a beautiful Topps Chrome card. And again, for a quarter. And then lastly, nostalgic to the area. Most of you know I am a White Sox fan. I've said it a couple times. I'm not the Cub hater that everybody thinks I am. I do really like their young team right now. And I picked up the Chris Bryant rookie card. Integral part of the World Series that they won in 2017. Kind of faded. He got traded to the Rockies, or went to the Rockies, and kind of faded away. I believe he still might be playing. I'm not 100% certain on that. Probably not. But nevertheless, was a big part of that Cubs World Series team. One of the young stars with him and Rizzo and Schwarber. So I figured I'd go ahead and grab this for a quarter when I saw it. It's just the Topps paper. It's not a chrome, but still a great card. I believe 2015, if I'm not mistaken, by the design. Again, once we get past 90, I'm not really good with this. Yeah, I think it's 2015, if I'm not mistaken. You guys can correct me if I'm wrong. But yeah, went ahead and picked that up. So, you know, total of those 6 cards that I just showed was $6. So even if you're, you know, 4 for $4 and 2 for $2.50 each. So I think that's kind of proof in the pudding that I'm not sizing down my collection. I grabbed a little bit of everything from different eras and players that are retired, non-playing days cards, and we're staring at pre-war Hall of Famers. I have no intention of slowing down. I have no intention of sizing down my collection. I am thinking about potentially selling to possibly get into bigger cards, but I say that and I can change my mind and do a complete 180 in the next week, day, or month. So we'll see how that goes. But yeah, that's all I got for you guys. I thought this would be fun, showing some affordable cards, some fun cards, some stuff that I think most people enjoy collecting, and just a way to collect on the cheap if that floats your boat. So once again, it's a variety that's going to show that my collection is not getting sized down in any way, shape, or form. But hope you enjoyed it. If you guys did, please feel free to like and subscribe, and we will talk on the next video. Thanks for jumping on, everybody. Bye-bye.